scapular protraction, PAILs and rails. So protraction of the scapulars is where the scapulars get pushed forward. So when we think about the scapulars pushing forward, I don't want you to think about your like sort of whole shoulder being pulled. I just want you to think about your scapula sort of sliding out on that rib cage. But what we're going to do is a really, really simple setup here. You're just going to sit on the floor and you're going to cross your arms and you're going to actively get into as much sort of protraction as you can. Cross your arms underneath your legs here. So now you're pulled into, so you're actively in here, nice and tight. And then to get that protraction stretch, all you're going to do is literally straighten your legs out. Notice that sort of pulling my shoulders forward. And then sort of relax your scapula, all that upper back area, relax as you push into here. And then that'll just pull your scapulars forward and protracted. Now, one thing here that I want you to really focus on is making sure that your scapulars stay depressed. I don't want them coming up. So I don't want you to be here, pull, and then they go forward like this. I still want them, so you can't be too relaxed. Pull them down, just depress them, not holding super tight, but just down. So then as you walk those feet forward, those scaps will get pulled into that protracted range. So here, you'll probably sit for 2 minutes. You'll probably be doing a max effort at this, but you'll be sitting here for say 2 minutes, and then you'll be doing a PAILs and a rails contraction. So remember, the PAILs contraction is the progressive side. So that's the side getting bigger. And so obviously as these were being pulled apart, it's the inside of the scapulars that is the larger part. So what you'll be effectively doing is trying to pull back, trying to retract and get those scapulars to touch each other. However, they'll be isometrically loading. Or when I hold my hands, I like to wrap around and hold both my forearms like this just to get a nice tight hold. I've stretched, and now I've held for 2 minutes. Take a big breath, brace my core, and then get those scapulars, keep them depressed, and try to pull them back. Try to get them back to touch each other. Just feeling all that tissue. There will be no movement through this process because it's isometric. We're holding. You do that for 10 or 15 seconds, or as per the program. Once that time is up, you'll do the rail side, the regressive. So then you'll be reverse direction to try to push them even further. As you go, and you can even stretch a little bit more. Try. Keep that depression. And then once that time is up, just chill here, relax. Once you've relaxed, try to get a little bit of a bigger stretch for the next set, and then go again. So once again, the PAILs will be trying to do this, but there'll be no movement, and the rails will be trying to actively get a bit further. And that's a really, really simple setup for your protraction PAILs and rails. However, if for some reason you have a problem being seated in that position, lower back issues or whatever, you can do this, I'd say probably one arm at a time. You could do 2 arms at a time, but I'm going to do this seated, but you can obviously do it standing. So I'm just going to grab this here. You can literally say exactly the same thing. Just hold here, and going to actively push forward, hold there, and I'm actually going to push with this hand. This is obviously closer. Push with that hand, push my body away, and then that pulled my right scapula forward. So this now I'm in that big protracted passive stretch. Once again, this is one arm at a time if I do it like this. And then the PAILs contraction will be trying to pull back, but there'll obviously be no movement. And then the rails contraction will be trying to get more movement. Doing this standing, well, you're just doing it against a doorway. You could be at a gym, like a squat rack, a bar, like any kind of post. Your hands on that post, that other hand's on the other side. If you're in a doorway, like literally in your bedroom or like wherever it is at home, just around that hallway wall or whatever, and then that side to push back to get into that bigger range of motion. So that's a way to do it if for some reason your lower back doesn't like doing this in a seated position. But anyway, enjoy.